Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this opportunity to address such a distinguished gathering. As I stand before you today, I am filled with a deep sense of purpose and the understanding that words carry immense power. Through dialogue, we shape ideas, build communities, and lay the foundation for action. Communication in all its forms has been humanity's most significant tool for progress, and it is with this in mind that I speak to you today. Life is a journey marked by constant learning and growth. Each day offers us new lessons, challenges, and opportunities to evolve. It is a journey that demands resilience, adaptability, and an unyielding belief in the potential for positive change. These qualities have guided civilizations through adversity, driven innovations, and inspired movements that have changed the course of history. As individuals, we are called to embody these principles, not only for our personal growth, but also for the betterment of society. In the face of adversity, it is resilience that sustains us. Life often tests our limits, throwing unexpected obstacles in our path. These challenges, though daunting, are not insurmountable. History is replete with examples of individuals and communities that have risen above adversity with determination and courage. Think of the countless inventors, leaders, and visionaries who faced failure repeatedly but persevered because they believed in their cause. Their stories remind us that setbacks are not the end, but rather stepping stones to success. It is through these experiences that we develop strength, learn valuable lessons, and build the character necessary to navigate the complexities of life. Adaptability, too, is a cornerstone of growth. In an ever-changing world, clinging to old ways of thinking and acting can hinder progress. The ability to embrace change, to see it not as a threat but as an opportunity, is crucial. This does not mean abandoning our values or principles, but rather finding ways to apply them in new and innovative ways. Adaptability allows us to stay relevant, to remain effective, and to continue contributing meaningfully in a dynamic environment. It enables us to seize opportunities and to overcome the challenges that inevitably arise in times of transition. Our belief in the potential for positive change is perhaps the most powerful motivator of all. It is this belief that fuels movements, drives innovation, and inspires individuals to act. When we look at the world through a lens of possibility, we are more likely to find solutions to even the most intractable problems. Optimism is not about ignoring challenges, but about approaching them with a mindset that seeks improvement and progress. It is about seeing beyond the present difficulties to the potential for a brighter future. Community plays a vital role in this journey. As social beings, our connections with others provide support, encouragement, and a sense of belonging. The strength of a community lies in its diversity, in the different perspectives, skills, and experiences that its members bring. By working together, we can achieve far more than we ever could alone. Collaboration allows us to pool our resources, share our knowledge, and amplify our impact. It fosters creativity, resilience, and a shared sense of purpose. At the heart of any thriving community is the principle of empathy. Empathy allows us to understand and appreciate the experiences of others, even when they differ from our own. It is the foundation of compassion and the key to building meaningful relationships. When we approach others with empathy, we create an environment of trust and mutual respect. This, in turn, paves the way for open dialogue, effective collaboration, and the resolution of conflicts. Education is a powerful tool for empowerment and progress. It opens doors to opportunities, broadens horizons, and equips individuals with the knowledge and skills needed to succeed. Education is not just about academic learning, it is about developing critical thinking, fostering creativity, and nurturing a lifelong love of learning. It is about enabling individuals to reach their full potential and to contribute to society in meaningful ways. In a rapidly changing world, education must evolve to meet the needs of the future. This means embracing new technologies, promoting interdisciplinary learning, and cultivating the skills that will be essential in the coming decades. It also means addressing disparities in access to education and ensuring that everyone, regardless of their background, has the opportunity to learn and grow. Technology is one of the most transformative forces of our time. It has revolutionized the way we live, work, and connect with one another. From advancements in medicine and communication to innovations in energy and transportation, technology has the potential to address some of the world's most pressing challenges. However, it also raises important questions about ethics, equity, and the impact of rapid change on society. As we harness the power of technology, we must do so responsibly. This means considering the implications of our choices, addressing potential risks, and ensuring that the benefits of innovation are shared broadly. It means promoting digital literacy, protecting privacy, and fostering a culture of accountability. Above all, it means using technology as a tool for empowerment and inclusion rather than division and exclusion. Leadership is another critical element of progress. Effective leaders inspire, guide, and mobilize others to achieve common goals. They lead by example, demonstrating integrity, humility, and a commitment to the greater good. Leadership is not about authority or power, it is about service and responsibility. It is about empowering others, building trust, and creating an environment in which people can thrive. True leaders recognize the importance of listening and learning. They seek out diverse perspectives, value constructive feedback, and are open to new ideas. They understand that leadership is not a destination but a journey, one that requires continuous growth and self-reflection. By embracing these principles, leaders can foster a culture of collaboration, innovation, and resilience. Environmental sustainability is one of the most urgent challenges of our time. The health of our planet is inextricably linked to the well-being of its inhabitants. Climate change, deforestation, pollution, and the loss of biodiversity are issues that demand immediate and concerted action. Addressing these challenges requires a global effort, one that involves governments, businesses, communities, and individuals working together toward a common goal. Sustainability is not just about mitigating harm, it is about creating systems that are regenerative and resilient. It is about rethinking the way we produce, consume, and interact with the natural world. It is about recognizing the interconnectedness of all life and making choices that reflect this understanding. By adopting sustainable practices, we can ensure that future generations inherit a world that is healthy, vibrant, and full of possibility. In the face of these challenges, hope is a powerful force. Hope inspires action, sustains us in difficult times, and reminds us of what is possible. It is the light that guides us through the darkness, the spark that ignites our passions, and the anchor that keeps us grounded. When we hold on to hope, we are better equipped to face adversity, to find solutions, and to build a better future. Each of us has the ability to make a difference. Our actions, no matter how small, have the potential to create ripples of change, whether it is through acts of kindness, contributions to our communities, or efforts to address larger societal issues. We all have a role to play. The collective impact of individual actions can be profound, shaping the world in ways we may not even realize. As we reflect on our shared journey, let us remember that progress is not a destination but a continuous process. It requires commitment, perseverance, and a willingness to learn and adapt. It demands that we embrace both our strengths and our vulnerabilities, that we celebrate our achievements while remaining mindful of the work that lies ahead. In closing, let us commit to being agents of positive change. Let us approach the future with courage, compassion, and a sense of responsibility. Let us support one another, learn from one another, and work together to create a world that reflects the best of humanity. It is through our collective efforts that we can build a future that is not only sustainable, but also filled with hope, opportunity, and possibility for all. In a world teeming with diverse perspectives, individuality, and countless avenues for self-expression, the act of offering examples or guidance to others has become a cornerstone of human interaction. Whether it's through storytelling, teaching, or civil conversation, the sharing of ideas and experiences is intrinsic to how humans learn and grow. Yet there exists a paradox sometimes. The constant sharing of examples can lead to an unintended consequence, a diminishing of originality, a stifling of creativity, or even a sense of dependency. In this vein, the notion of withholding examples becomes an intriguing thought experiment, allowing us to explore the implications of fostering a world where people rely more heavily on their internal resources rather than external influences. What might emerge if we collectively pause this exchange, embracing a culture of self-discovery and intrinsic problem-solving instead? Human beings are naturally influenced by their surroundings and the people they interact with. From a young age, we are shaped by the guidance of caregivers, educators, and peers who offer examples as a form of instruction. This process of learning by example is not inherently negative. It forms the bedrock of knowledge transfer across generations. However, the over-reliance on external examples can inadvertently limit our capacity for independent thought. When we are constantly exposed to preformed ideas and solutions, our brains become accustomed to looking outward for answers instead of inward. This is not to suggest that examples are inherently bad or that people should never share their insights, but rather to explore what happens when we temper this practice with restraint. Consider creativity as a field where this balance plays a pivotal role. Artists, writers, and inventors often draw inspiration from the works of others. Yet there is a fine line between inspiration and imitation. In an age where information is readily available, it can be tempting to lean heavily on existing examples, inadvertently replicating rather than innovating. The creative process thrives on originality, and sometimes the absence of external influence forces individuals to delve deeper into their own thoughts and experiences. By refraining from giving examples, we may encourage more unique expressions of creativity, as individuals must rely solely on their perspectives and instincts. The realm of education provides another lens through which to examine this concept. Traditional teaching methods often revolve around providing students with examples to illustrate concepts or solve problems. While this approach is undoubtedly effective in many scenarios, it may inadvertently discourage critical thinking and problem-solving skills. If students are always given a model answer or a step-by-step guide, they might become reliant on such aids, struggling when faced with an unfamiliar challenge. By withholding examples and encouraging exploratory learning, educators might foster a greater sense of independence and resilience in their students. This approach is not about making learning unnecessarily difficult, but about striking a balance where students are empowered to seek their solutions and develop a deeper understanding of the material. In professional settings, the same principle applies. Leaders and mentors often provide guidance through examples of their own experiences or industry best practices. While these anecdotes can be incredibly valuable, they can also create a narrow framework within which others operate. Employees or team members might feel constrained by the examples set before them, hesitant to deviate from established norms for fear of making mistakes. By creating an environment where experimentation and risk-taking are encouraged without the immediate crutch of an example, leaders might unlock hidden potential and drive innovation within their teams. Relationships, too, offer an interesting dimension to this discussion. When people share their experiences, advice, or examples of how they navigated certain challenges, they do so with the best intentions. However, this well-meaning guidance can sometimes overshadow an individual's journey of self-discovery. Each person's path is unique, shaped by their values, circumstances, and aspirations. Over-reliance on others' experiences can lead to decisions that feel inauthentic or misaligned with one's inner compass. Encouraging others to find their way without constant examples fosters a sense of autonomy and personal growth. It's not about withholding support, but about shifting the focus to active listening and open-ended encouragement. The digital age has amplified the availability of examples to an unprecedented degree. Social media platforms are rife with curated glimpses into people's lives, often presented as aspirational benchmarks. This constant exposure to how others live, work, and succeed can create unrealistic expectations or feelings of inadequacy. The pressure to conform to these examples can be stifling, leading people to pursue goals that don't resonate with their true desires. By consciously stepping back from this cycle of comparison, individuals might rediscover what truly matters to them, unburdened by external standards. One might argue that removing examples entirely from human interaction is neither practical nor desirable. After all, humans are inherently social beings who learn and grow through connection and collaboration. However, the idea is not to eliminate examples, but to use them judiciously. There are times when offering an example can clarify, inspire, or reassure, but there are also moments when withholding guidance might yield greater benefits. The key lies in discernment, knowing when to step in and when to step back. The process of self-discovery is deeply personal and often requires solitude, reflection, and trial and error. When individuals are given the space to explore their ideas and solve problems without external influence, they develop a stronger sense of agency and confidence. This does not mean that they must navigate life entirely alone. Rather, it is about fostering an environment where intrinsic motivation and creativity are prioritized. By resisting the urge to provide immediate solutions or examples, we encourage others to think critically, take ownership of their decisions, and embrace the learning that comes from failure. Cultural perspectives also shape how societies approach the sharing of examples. In some cultures, there is a strong emphasis on collective wisdom and the transmission of knowledge through stories and traditions. In others, individuality and self-reliance are more highly valued. Neither approach is inherently better or worse, but understanding these cultural nuances can help us appreciate the broader implications of this discussion. For instance, in a highly individualistic culture, withholding examples might align with the values of personal freedom and innovation. In a collectivist culture, it might be seen as neglecting the responsibility to share and uplift others through communal knowledge. Another consideration is the ethical dimension of withholding examples. There is a fine line between encouraging independence and leaving someone to struggle unnecessarily. The decision to offer or withhold an example should be guided by empathy and a clear understanding of the other person's needs and capabilities. In some cases, a well-timed example might be the difference between success and failure, while in others, withholding it might be the catalyst for growth. Striking this balance requires emotional intelligence and a willingness to adapt one's approach to the situation at hand. As we reflect on this idea, it becomes clear that the question is not simply about whether to give examples or not, but about the quality and intention behind those examples. Are they offered to genuinely empower and enlighten, or do they unintentionally impose limitations? Are they shared out of habit, or do they serve a meaningful purpose? By approaching this practice with mindfulness, we can ensure that our interactions foster growth and innovation rather than dependence or conformity. In conclusion, the act of refraining from giving examples presents an opportunity to reevaluate how we share knowledge, inspire creativity, and support one another. While examples are an integral part of human communication and learning, their overuse can inadvertently hinder originality and self-discovery. By striking a thoughtful balance, we can create an environment that values both guidance and independence, allowing individuals to unlock their full potential. Whether in education, work, relationships, or personal growth, the art of knowing when to withhold an example is a subtle yet powerful tool for fostering resilience, innovation, and authenticity.